Punch it, Chewy. We got dead rock stars.
Training miss, Abulima, froth at the mouth, Amazon sugar queen, Nikki with the hot purple, 1,000 names, Palace Athena, Nikki with the dragon miss, possession, zombified, off in the drift. The ritual is sacred. I smell like indica, bodies you can bag up. You eat some dead babies, swirl the green in your eyes, rub the purple in. It's no surprise they were doing heroin, sniffing on the cocaine. The dragon guards, the beast bears up Lady Babylon. Rain Man on the song. Serenade them in the dragon mist. The arrow just hit them a little bit. Twisting on this motherfucking sugar cane. Hot purple Lady Babylon, make it rain. Dragon mist, Abulima, froth at the mouth, Amazon sugar queen, Nikki with the hot purple.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. We are under direct attack from the Empire tonight. So, as soon as we get our coordinates where we gotta blast to, we'll do it. But I have something tonight that's peculiar, something to bring to you, and I want people out there to know that Jesus Christ was a drug user. He was a drug user by the definition of who he was. Oh, God. People, I'm going to throw you. I'm going to do something different tonight. And at the end, satanic congregation, please. By the time we get to the end of the program tonight, I want you to start screaming out, please tell us about the 7 songs. Fantastic. Remind me, please. People, for those of you who want to see it straight up front, I'm going to bring you a passage here. And I just want you to come with me. And let me tell you what this is first. This is a Byzantine lexicographer, right? Using their Byzantine Greek. Oh, God. They tried to keep Mother Greek alive. They did a whole bunch of great grammarians. They're always grammarians. Why is it? The nerd grammarians are trying to save civilization through the language of ancient Greek, and they're trying to preserve it in its original forms, give you all the, oh God, it's so sexy. It's like reading a gorgeous bio of the most beautiful woman you've ever come across in every way. Just brilliant, gorgeous, and a little bit scary because it looks like she could kill you. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Right? Oh, God. Do you want to see this tonight? This is a Byzantine lexicon. And when I bring it up, it is going to define for you what a magus is. What a magus. Do you remember those 3? People say there's 3, but the text don't say there's 3, right? If we look at those dudes, the magi that came to Jesus at his birth and gave him money and drugs. Money and drugs, people. It's hilarious. You sit there in your churches and you worship. The magi have come and they're bringing the gifts. And you don't even realize what those are. We're going to take a look at those drugs tonight. But first, we're going to go to this Byzantine lexicon. Now, everybody hold your nose. This thing smells like old underwear. Bring it up. Bring it up, Chewy. Yep. Oh, God, people. I'm going to read this definition to you. And I want you to sit there in your chairs and just hold on. Are you ready? Look at the second one from the top. Magus. Right? Para tomason tomalasso. It's coming from the words in Greek that mean to knead and to soften. Right? To knead and to soften, that is to mold. Hot diaton magikon emplastron ta melonta prolegon. Now he's defining it. Are you ready? What is a magus? What is a magus? It says here, it is one who prophesies the future, who foretells the future through the magic emplastron. And people, you're going to ask me, what is that? It is that with which we Christ ourselves. You cannot have Jesus be a Christ without the drugs. Jesus, by virtue of the title that he wears, is a user of drugs, and not just any drugs, but the magic drugs, the emplastron. These are things that you can put it on your skin, you can put it in your eyes, you can put it, I've seen them put it in their noses. Yeah, I've seen them put it on a medical applicator that's shaped like a genitalia and shoved down the throat in order to Christ your throat with drugs. Does anybody want to have their throat Christed? Do you understand? Fantastic. And what did that definition say? In order for them to prophesy the future, in order for them to tell you the future, the prophets, by very definition, are the seers who see through the pharmacopeia, who see through the thing that you very stupidly in the modern world have titled sorcery. Oh, God. Okay. Now, I want to stop there for a minute. Usually I don't stop so abruptly. You're like, wait a minute. You just pull out all this stuff, Amon? You can't, you know, you got to let it unfold. Okay. So here's what I've got going on for you tonight at dinner. Are you ready for this satanic congregation? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good. Here's what I've got. A whole platter full of dead musicians. And let me tell you something. I've been going through all of the guitar playing mofos that are from antiquity. And guess what I'm finding? Oh my God, 35 years it took me to find that the guitar players are the ones who are creating society. Oh God, you'd think I'd have figured it out with the oracles. You know what I mean? Right? You'd think I'd have figured it out with the oracles. But I'm going to bring you some tonight. Here's some dead musicians, and I purposefully went to the anonymous section of the cemetery. Okay? I want to pull out people that you would never, ever, ever run across before. You know, you've never run across them before. You never will in the future. And I'm bringing them to you as a service, as a necromantic service. Emphasis on the romantic of the necromantic. Oh, God. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for this romantic stuff? Yeah. I can be Lord Byron too. You know what I mean? Right. Bring him up. Isn't he a beefcake? You know what I mean? Okay, Chewy, they have salivated over these images long enough. Let's hit them with a little rock and roll. People, are you ready for some rock and roll? Oh, God. I'm here to tell you with Plutarch. Plutarch's going to tell you about the God of the Judeans. Look at that first line. Tisopara Judaios Theos. Who is that God of the Judeans? This is Plutarch. We're announcing the musicians that'll be coming in shortly. Are you ready, people? Look at the Greek at the top. Ewion. Orsikunaika. Ewion is the name of Dionysus. Do you understand? When you ewadzo, you perform the act of worshiping Bacchus. It is a cry. Who is Ewius? He is Orsi Gunaka, the one who compels the women in their crazy maniac festivals. He's that flowering one. Okay. Now, the point I really wanted to make is if you look at the bottom, who is this text talking about? This is from a rock and roll star. Okay. This text that Plutarch is talking about. Okay. Rock and roll star. And that rock and roll star is singing the dithyramb, the special form of music that died more than 2,000 years ago and must be brought back in order to open the gates of hell. Do you understand? Dionysus sits on the throne. Do you understand? We're back to the satanic, the one who sits on the throne. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's the quote. Now watch this. Now, why is this relevant, people? Now, this is a kicker, same one. This is a kicker that's going to kick you in the buttocks as you pass by, right? All you anal retentive scholars, pay attention. Look what it says at the bottom. Plutarch is saying this in his dialogue. E graphes kai hupopoies tois ebraion aporetois. Are you going to write this in? Are you going to give this to the rites of the secret rite of the Hebrews? Are you going to attribute it to them? Wait, what? The Judaic worship was mystery worship? Yes, they had no question about it in antiquity. It's only our stupidity and loss of history and faith. Don't forget faith. Because you couldn't make this house of turds stand without some mortar, some crappy mortar. And that crappy mortar is faith. All right, fantastic. Reason is superior, people. Everybody knows that in the underworld, right? It's like a foregone conclusion. Did you get bamboozled? Yes, you did. Don't worry. They'll wash that crap off at the front door. Give me the next one. Purification. Show me, Jesus, your drug-using ways. Oh, God. Wait a minute. This is Aristotle, people. He's going to be talking about something. Look at the second line. The fourth word in, metaphorai. Metaphorai. Do you mean metaphors? That's a great concept. Yes, anything in your brain that causes you to grow is from Mother Greek. You morons. Do you understand, people? This is what I'm sitting, observing. I'm the moron, sitting, observing, listening. Oh, God, doesn't it feel good to realize where your brain has been historically? You can track it linguistically. Do you think this word, I dare you, I dare you, I double dare you. Oh, I get my whip. Oh, that's what I do. I dare you. Look this up, people. Look this up in ancient Hebrew and see if you can find it. See if you can find it. You can't, because it's Mother Greek. Oh, God. Do you understand the level that Mother Greek brought us to? We were hut-dwelling dumbasses. Do you understand? Look at the pyramids and then look at a temple. What is the difference? A pile of rocks versus art. You only get that through metaphor. Oh, God. That's what the guitarists are singing about. That brings about civilization. Oh, God. Hello, Jesus. Right? Comparable. Hail, Mother Greek is right? It's where our brains are working. Oh, God. What happened? Look what we did. We walked away from Mother Greek. Look what happened. Give me the next one. Did we finish that one? I want to make sure we finish that one. Top that one off with everything. No, we didn't. We just mentioned it. Look, people, this is Aristotle. He's talking about metaphor. And he's talking about the auspice, the shield of Ares. How it's like a fiale, like a cup or a saucer. If you've ever seen a fiale, it's a dish for making drugs in. The unguloi pour them out in the apocalypse. And it looks like the shield of Ares, right? In the same way, we say that. We also say the bow is, and then take the banner down. Then you get the quote in Greek at the bottom. You get the quote in Greek at the bottom, and it's pharminx achordos. Pharminx. What is a pharminx? It's a guitar, medium size, not the big one that Kitharodes play. All right? This is one you can carry around. Pharminx. You have to, because you're going to be in processions with these things, right? What is the acordic pharminx or the acordic stringed instrument? It's the toxon. It's the bow. Now, wait a minute before we jump off and bring you some images. That is one level. There is something that Mother Greek is doing that is so subtle and sexy in this passage. Oh, God. Right? This is why these people are rock and roll stars. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Oh, God. Right? They're the founders of their civilization. The founders of their civilization. You can kind of see that, right? Only we no longer punish bad music. Think about that for a minute. We no longer punish bad music. Why would you punish bad music in antiquity? Oh, it was the Greek standard, baby. A world run by lyricists, by people playing the strings. Literally, the cult of Apollo, right? You see him with the bow, aka the cordless lyre. Oh, God, stringless guitar, baby. Oh, tension of opposites. If you're a musician, you get it. You understand the physics. You understand the physics. Okay, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Who's that bow hunk? That guy's Apollo. He's got the golden hair. He's got the radiating skin. It's nice, right? Son of God, give it to me. It's not up. Give me a second, people. We're on the slow train. Yeah, here it is, the golden hair. Right? The golden hair, and it calls him Hecate. Right? What is Hecate? People will say, oh my God, that's the witch goddess. That's the mother of the Medwa. Exactly. It's the same. Oh. You didn't know that music was magic? Do you know what it means? It means far shooter. Far shooter. Do you know what Medea could do with her music? She could kill you from distance. Do you know what Apollo does? People will say he's the guitar god. Yes. You know what else he is? He's the god of death. He's the god of death. His bow brings death. Who is the ruler who sits on the throne? The God with the law. Absolutely fantastic. And I think if you were to ask around, you may find out that among the modern forms of these ancient guitarists who established civilization, I think you'd find people who would link right in because they understand through that music. It's not religion, it's not doctrine, it's not dogma, it's nature. Music is nature. Oh, does anybody else think music is sexy? The modern counterparts of these dead lyre players, you need to earn that spot among the dead. That's how it works out. Oh my God. Who will be welcomed? Who will be welcomed, right? By the great lyre players, right? Those who really push the human soul to its perfection. Oh God. Woo! Right? Who wants to go to heaven? Do you still want to go to heaven? Oh, let's see it. It turns out it's a simulator in hell. Seriously, it's for the sake of the purification of the system, bro. You gotta be with the system. Okay, give me the next one. Boom. I'm opening a hole, people. Space time here. We don't care anymore. Oh God. Look at you, Satan. I love it, baby. Okay. This is one of those. Oh, okay, God. Hang on a second, people. I'm with you now, right? Please, when we go into a text like this, have some mercy upon me, because I'm not the way up there on the scale, right? And it's text like this, and a lot of Greek texts do this, but Yahode ek makras, what's he talking about? He's talking about the foot. And the foot that has the long stress of the pitch in the middle. What is that called? It's called the amphibrach. Okay, wait a minute. What? Remember the language, Mother Greek, lovely, lovely, gorgeous. There's a level to her that you have to. It's like her skin as you rub your hand along her thigh. You know what I mean? You feel like some kind of vibration that's sitting on the surface of that skin, right? That's the detail that he's talking about with Mother Greek. We've got here a particular meter to the language, and the meter conveys a particular feeling. And he says, in this case, he says it is not pleasant. It is very feminized, right? Feminized in the sense of not having family. Wait a minute. What the? This is music we're talking about, right? The language, the music of the language. And I hope, if there's one thing I've learned, people, if there's one thing I've learned from these ancient guitarists, it's that songs are written for music. It's the music that holds the key. Oh, God. Oh, I don't even know how to take that, right? I don't know. Maybe you got to be an expert musician to understand this stuff. Maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe you got to be in the groove, but it sounds gorgeous to me. Look at it metrically, right? Whoops, we just gonna put it up there, right? Here, take down the. Okay, people. What did he just say to us? What did he say to us scientifically? He's describing this type of meter, which is everything is a short followed by a long followed by a short, and that's what we have here. The E short. Ah with a cap with two consonants following it is going to lengthen. Eh on the end of it, shorten. Right? Okay. What is this, by the way? This is dithyram. This is what you are vocalizing while you are high, celebrating the mystery. Iache triambe sutonde horage. Do you hear the ruthmos? Look at the second line. Look, it says Ibid, same author. Makran underneath that, and Ruthmon, the rhythm. Listen to it. Okay. Now, what I'm not doing for you, because my bog trotting English is so far inferior to ancient Greek, what I'm not doing for you is pitch. I am using a stress accent, and that's how you study classical Greek, right? From English. We don't use a pitch accent in English. We use a stress accent, right? Which means twice the amount of time on that vowel or that diphthong. That's it. But Mother Greek is musical. Pitch up, pitch down, pitch up and down. Those are your three options. The vowel lengths are the music, and they acknowledge that. And they make an entire magical system that includes these 7 spheres, these notes of the cosmos, the 7 strings. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do you see why it was criminalized? Because they found the perfection in the 7. It's those 7 stars that the Christ, the morning star, must hold in his right hand. You would understand the Bible if you understood the ancient rock stars. Fantastic. Let's go to the next one. It's gorgeous. What? It is gorgeousness and gorgiosity, by the way. Yes, right. Is everybody loving Clockwork Orange? Oh, please send yourself a present. Check out Anthony Burgess, Clockwork Orange. If you have the least interest in language and how language works, which you should because she's sexy, right? Then check out Anthony Burgess. He's really a brilliant linguist. In the disguise of an author writing a fictional story about a dystopia. Oh, God. Makes me want to go to New York. You know what I mean? Alex, give it to me. Give it to me. They need a source. Here. They're starting to get gas buildup in the system. Go for it. Now, I want you to meet from this rock star, Polhymnia, right? And who is she? She is that muse who is the Cora. Does everybody see the Cora at the end? What are we doing talking about virgins? Oh, God, you can't have Christ without virgins, right? Here's the virgin, and what is she? She's that one who's all delightful, baby. She is all delightful Cora. Now, remember, who are we? We are those who guard the virgin. We are those who put the virgin on a hill. And we are those who hear the voice of the virgin. Isn't that interesting? Is your society a society that hears the voice of the virgin? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure at all. Yeah, I'm not so sure. What does the Virgin say? The Virgin says your greed stains your soul with the stench of ruin. The Medusa was the Virgin's priestess. Do you understand now? The Virgin's priestess is the Medusa. Okay. When we start coming to the Gorgons, it gets so sexy. I just can't take it. I'm just like, okay, somebody narcotize me, right? Give me whatever's on that arrow. Give it to me. You better not turn me to stone, baby. That's the one the Medusa did. She turned people to stone. Oh, you know what they have in their hair? They have the poison in their hair. Oh, God. Oh, God. I think I'm falling in love. Right? Who wants the echidna in her worship? Remember, who's the number one divinity that the Christians are battling with? It's the prophetic echidna. You didn't realize that the birth of Christianity was only the result of a war between prophets and prophetesses. Yeah. Yeah. And those echidnae that you'll see, like in the Acts of Thomas and Philip, those, if you take a look at them, people, take a look at them. Holy mackerel. Yahoo, put the skin back on. Put the skin. Whose skin came off? Is it Philip, Meat Man, or is it Thomas? I can't remember. Somebody, but Jesus took off their skin. Do you think you're messing with the dude that goes to your churches with his hippie hair? Do you think that's your dude? It's not. He's a drug user. And he's drugging his little boy students. Shut up. Oh, the ringing. Still didn't fix it. Is yours fixed? Oh, there it goes. Silence, Dimmy. Oh, God. Give me the next one. They love it. They want to be charged with it. You know what I mean? Give it to me. Rock and roll, baby. Okay. Did you show Polymnia, by the way? Yeah, fantastic. Okay, another image I want you to get these rock stars are talking about. Guess what? It's another Cora. And who is she? She's the Antiquity. No, she is the one who is, oh, there it is. She is the one, look at the first part of the word, animos, that the winds. Thank the winds, but not necessarily in the way that you're thanking them, the winds, right? She is that sharp wind. You understand? She is the one that cuts, man. That's who we're looking for. That's her voice. Do you understand now why the great cult was all about the Muses in the beginning? Right? Right? It's all about Muses. Okay, give me the next one. Gorgeous. Okay. People, I want to read you really quickly, and then we're going to jump into some Bible. I want to read you really quickly this, I don't know, this hymn that was put together by one of these ancient dead rock stars that you're never gonna, come across in your modern academia or your searches online. Nobody cares about this, right? This is from one of those great guitarists, and I just want to translate some for you. He's singing. He says, "Hear my voice, fates." Right? Those of you who sit closest, right, to the throne, right? Whose throne? Zeus's throne, right? Who is it that we're talking about? Aisa. Aisa. That is the name of a goddess that has not been resurrected, right? Many, many years. Aisa, she's the one who stands there with justice. You mean there's a part of nature that is about things that you and I would say are religious? Yes. Justice is part of nature. Aisa is fate, and she is one of the Korai Nuktos, one of the daughters of night. And if you've read Hesiod, you would understand how much that expression impacted these Greek guitarists. The daughters of night. She is both Uranian and Chthonian. She is part of the daimones, the demons. What do these demons do? They give you eunomia. What is eunomia? Nomos is law, order. Eu just means good or well. They bring you the well-ordered life. And what else? Look at the third to last line, deacon, right? Deacon. Justice. And what else? Irene. Peace. Okay. I want you to see, go ahead and take it down. No, not yet. I want you to see what the guitarists are doing in the ancient world. That doesn't sound to me like, did that sound to you like a modern rock song? I don't know, modern, jazz? I don't know, some kind of instrumental? Did it sound like Mozart? I don't know. What did it sound like? It's a hymn. These kick-ass guitar players are writing hymns that are establishing civilization. We must be followers of DK and justice, and that is what they are bringing. Do you know now why bad music should be punished? Because it doesn't bring justice. It doesn't bring justice. Let me ask you this, of all the music that you listen to, of all the music, how much of it brings justice? I'm willing to tell you that none of it does. And that's why this dithyram is no longer alive. Yeah. How do you bring justice? You bring justice through the insult of the strings that are used in the dithyram. The oracle must go dark every third year to bring the Bacchic purge. And that is why dithyram, the Bacchic music, is called the jeering. Imagine a shout that I can aim at you to perfectly show you a mirror of yourself. That insult is the purge. Love it. How's your greed treating you now, people? How's your greed? How's your greed? Devil wants to know. Timmy, you know what you need, Timmy? You need some stocks, Timmy. No, that's it. Just one. Just one for Timmy, you greedy little crap child. Oh. Do you know what your morals are, people? Make yourself wealthy. That's all that matters, isn't it? Isn't it? Do you know what I'm doing? I'm holding a mirror in front of you, just like your reality is doing. Do you see? The prophet just understands that structure and that makeup of nature. Right? Fantastic. Why do you think they're using all the drugs? You realize the definition that we just read was a magus has to be the dude that's using the drugs in order to prophesy, particularly the implastra. Right? Oh, God. Give me the next one. People, I saved this for you right now. We're coming down. We're over the hill. We're coming down. Going to slide into home. And I want you to see here another Just another, I can't read it. I've got to be able to see it on the big screen. Oh, God. Where is that? Look at the gorgeous detail. I love the mats, man. The mats. Everybody, that's what I'm calling these backgrounds. I know that's probably not what you call them. But for those of you who thought the sexiness wasn't a part of the mystery. For you Christians out there, basically, right? Because monism takes the sexy out, right? All forms of monism remove the sexy. Look at this. Cytherea, that is Aphrodite, has orgia, has those mysteries, right? She is a part of the makeup. Do you remember? You didn't have to go to Thailand to see that the earliest Greek statues of Aphrodite have a penis. They have a penis. Wow. Okay. It's a mystery. And if you're concerned, that's why you're not here with Jesus in a public park at 4 a.m. naked. Mark 14 and 51, 14, 51, and 52. Right? Fantastic. Give me the next one. Did you have a picture? That's okay. You get it. You bring it in. We go to the next one. All right. Yeah, we're getting close. Okay. Go ahead and pull that up. A couple more guitar people, right? A couple more of these ancient guitarists that are going to throw in their beauty. And people, you're not going to see this stuff, right? You're not going to. It's a shame. It's a shame. And I appreciate you for coming out. Who else do these guitarists introduce to us to build their civilization? Look at the first word, eros. Eros grabbed me, the goes, the magician, and what did he do? He inserted himself into my soul, and he made me crazy. Okay, now how did he do that? Eros has the bow, and on Eros's bow is a poison that makes you nuts. Makes you nuts, baby. And what is that poison? What is the source of that poison on Eros's bow that gets into your psyche? It's Aphrodite. It's Aphrodite, right? Isn't that gorgeous? You cannot have the mystery without Aphrodite. Why do you think the monists try to remove her? Because without her, the mystery fails. Without her, the mystery fails. Mary the Magdal is a Scythian word, and it means maga. Mary the maga, the one who prophesies by using the drugs. Oh, God. All right. Jesus tried to go at it alone, you know what I mean? He had 12 kids with him, you know? I guess it looked like a good setup, you know what I mean? That's the way it is for a Lastace. Give me some of that crazy bow poison. Yeah, people, isn't that Mr. Obvious? A perfect name and a perfect comment for Mr. Obvious. Isn't that nice? Somebody wants the bow poison. Oh, God. You and Odysseus. By the way, people, there's an Odyssey coming up. Some kind of, film, or it's either, yeah. Oh, does it have some, does it? Oh my God. Look, if they do this thing right, the very opening scene will be Odysseus looking for bow poison. Yeah, begging it from this guy. This guy's like, no, man, you can't handle this junk. Right? right? You didn't know it was all about that bow poison, did you? Dude, if I'm gonna be trafficked by one of these crazy, powerful, drug-using sorceresses, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna want to go in like Odysseus with some kind of antidote, right? Some kind of antichrist for the implastron. Did you think it was any different? Anthropology is anthropology. Science is science. Your faith, your religion have no place. They have no place. Nature forbids it. Yeah, she busts through. It's called the bloom. It's called spring, you know? And it's a mental thing, right? It's a mental thing. Oh, have we had the Bacchic purge yet? Yeah, right. It comes early. But don't worry, there's another one coming with the Korah, with the worship of the Korah, because the worship of the Korah uses the same purgation, and it's all devised by these musicians in a form of music called dithyramb that has not existed in over 2,000 years. It is the basis for the triumph, the shouting jeers of the people who yell at the Caesar in triumph, saying, "Hey, your mama." Yeah. They joke about his mama. Yeah. Can you imagine a group of 40 castrated teenage boys following Trump around, yelling about his dirty, dirty lies and his ugly face? And his dead mother hates him because he's a shame in hell. Wouldn't that be nice? Purification. That is how you create civilization. Otherwise, listen to your greed. Listen to your greed and love your lies. Right? Okay, let's see. I think we've got one more musician, and then we've got to get to the Bible. What's that? Good comment? Dithyrambs, right? Thriambos. What is the thriambos? That's a name of Bacchus. Thriambos. Right? Oh, God. You mean his name is a type of music? Yes. Yes. Oh, God. Maybe it's 1 in 3,000 years. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, God. You musicians, do you measure up? Do you measure up to your predecessors? Right? And the rest of us who aren't musicians, and by the way, there's a lot of musicians who write to me and say, "I do this now." Fantastic, right? That's who I'm talking to. Musicians, do you measure up to your predecessors who founded civilization? Ask yourself that. Do you measure up? I don't know. Maybe you didn't take your art so sacred. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to give you a little gadfly bite. Fantastic. Give me the next one. Let's look at these people. A couple more. I love it tonight, by the way. This is Aisa, people. I want you to meet the voice that is Faskanurgos. The voice that carries the sword, that works the play of the sword. That is who we worship as rock stars creating civilization. I thought the music was just for entertainment. No. Right? Ask the sons of Apollo. Ask them. It is healing. Faskanurgos. Isn't that a gorgeous? That's a Greek word that you're not going to find in any other language. Maybe not. Swordsmanship is pretty close in English. I don't know. Swordsmanship is pretty close. Right? So if the image, leave that image. If the image, that's okay. If the image of Aisa, the god fate, who wields that sword, if that doesn't appeal to you religiously, you are a monist. Fantastic. Fantastic. Remember the virgins on the hill, right? We don't take purple-fingered Mary and treat her the way monists do. We don't do that. Why? Because we protect civilization. And the civilization that gave us democracy was the civilization created by the voice of these oracles. Now you know why the guitarist took it so seriously, right? What's your motive for playing the guitar? What's your motive? Can you stand with men and women who historically defended civilization with that instrument? Can you stand with them? Are you worthy to stand with them? That's the question. Oh, love it. Monist to the poople. Exactly. People, we need to expand our poople. Wait, what did he say? Oh, God. That didn't come out. That didn't. Okay, I'm talking about you. Don't be so. It's not funny. We'll widen the poop hole, and into it we'll push all the monists, right? Because that is the greed, right? The greed sucks that in. Do you see how monism is greed? Right? People, look, I'm going to sell you something. Ready? Are you ready? You can be safe too. I used to do this all the time. Blow me up. Make me half and half. Bring up some other gorgeous picture on the side and make me half and half. People, let me appeal to you. Jesus loves you. And if you will pray right now to him and just acknowledge that you are not a good person, you're a sinner. If you accept his salvation, I can promise you for the rest of time, something good. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's bullshit. And the actual texts paint a very, very different picture. Do you know who the real Savior is? Who in these texts of these ancient guitarists do they talk about the soter? You're talking about the golden-haired lyre player. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do you know what this is? They said this is the process of waking up. The process of waking up. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, people? Know yourself. What does that mean? Does it mean to be able to do good and feel good and play your game or whatever the fuck they say today? Live your life, love your live, love. What do they say? Oh, sorry. No, I'm going to live my way. What is do my thing? I don't know. Are you going to know yourself? No, you're going to buy into a fairy tale that didn't even exist. These people who are teaching you Christianity, this doesn't even exist historically. Do you want to see the real Christianity? It had to do with getting high and drinking vaginal juice. And you apply a lot of these drugs up your bottom. That's reality. So much for your myth. Give me the next couple of ones. Let's look at Jesus using drugs and we'll finish up. Give me the Bible. Give me the Bible ones. We got to go. We got to go. People are like, he's on a tear, baby. Yeah. Here's some English I wanted to provide you so that you can see I'm not making this up. People, for a long time, a lot of people told me, you're crazy. Nobody used drugs in antiquity, especially not recreational ones. And they sure as hell didn't use them in their religions. Right? These are people who didn't know what a Christ was. And this English translation of Plutarch should finally let you know that I'm not making this up. That proposition that wine in which ivy berries have been is more inebriating is not true. For that disturbance which it raises in those that drink it is not so properly called drunkenness as alienation of mind or madness, such as hyoscyamus and 1,000 other things that set men beside themselves usually produce. Now, that last line, 1,000 other things, it doesn't say 1,000 there, it just says many. And it's things that cause you, it says, to lose your mind. Okay? The author is saying here, there's a ton of stuff that we've got to cause you to lose your mind. How do you think the oracles and those rock and roll stars and those Christs, how do you think that they're operating? How do you think they are operating? Do you want to see the word for exorcism? Oh, God. Let's see it. Always to the left, right? Always to the left. Give it to me, the next one. Right? Do you see Dionysus? Don't you love that? I love that. Okay. Why does it say he motivates women? Did you notice that? This cult is a woman's cult. Holy mackerel. Praise her, baby. That's all I say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't kill me. Are you ready? Now, what is this? What's this? No, I'm serious. They can let you go. You know, the bands of women, they can let you go. This is not drunkenness. Methane. Right? You can't say drunkenness. This is tarahen and paraphrosune. That's what these drugs are causing. They're causing a confusion, a disorganization, and your mind being outside of itself. Now you understand why the oracles are all about these drugs. How are you supposed to know yourself in that mirror unless you can stand outside yourself? How are you supposed to know who you are unless you can look at who you are? Now, and you can't do that from within. You got to be pulled out. How glorious. And what do? They use the drugs. These prophets are the drug users. Right? Fantastic. Fantastic. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Here's the drug that he's referring to. Hyoscyamus. Henbane, people. What does this have in it? This has the scopolamine in it. Those of you who have seen anything on drugs in Venezuela right now, you know that they're using the scopolamine. You could just blow this stuff in somebody's face and you create amnesia in them. They can walk around and talk and interact and are right under your power of your suggestion. This is just one of the drugs that they're using in these multi-component drug rites in order to induce vision through Christing. Here it is. No, these aren't nope. That's the ivy that we just mentioned. People, there are many kinds of these drugs, right? That do what? That cause movement of the mind in a manicos direction. Next. And what is that manicos that we want? That is the state of the priest, the state of the priestess, the state of the manic oracle. Right? We are so slow. We're so slow. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. If you are going to enter into mania in order to see ta melonta, the things that are about to be, if you are going to use drugs to enter the eschaton, right? Most of you don't even, most of you don't understand what that means at all, right? Some of you who are biblical scholars will recognize that and say, oh, eschatology. Oh, look, he's using some Greek terms, right? You don't know what the eschaton is. You have to be in a maniacal state. A maniacal state. Look at this. Nosema. It's considered a pathological state. This manic state. Madness. Right? You could also talk about symptoms of madness. Look at all the doctors there, people. So next time next time the Christians tell you, as they did in the interviews that they gave on Danny, and they'll say things like, oh, you can't talk about medicine. That's one tiny field. Look, people, they're talking about it. What's wrong with you? Your theology makes you impotent, boys. It cuts off your testicles. Love it. Generally mad or extravagant. Now, haven't you learned, people, why Christians are intellectually unable to ask simple questions, right? That there is something that stands in the way, some kind of programming that circumvents basic reasoning, right? This is a madness, right? Look at number 2, under Roman numeral number 2. Frenzied, enthusiastic, and inspired. Inspired. What do we all worship in the mystery? The muse. The inspiration. Look at number 3. At the bottom, Roman numeral number 3. What is something that causes madness? Struchnos. That's a drug. It's a plant. It's going to have all of that scopolamine, atropine, hyoscyamine. Look at the very last line. Pharmaca. Manica pharmaca. Drugs that induce mania. Drugs that induce mania. Fantastic. Now, people can deny that people use drugs in antiquity for recreational or religious purposes. They can deny that. Or they can read the text. And when you stand when you stand in front of a bunch of classicists and read to them things that they've never read and show to them a world they didn't know existed, when they're the guardians of the material in the first place, it's embarrassing and it's offensive to them. But this is the scaling, this is the rot that is on these texts that must be penetrated to get down to the original. And that's all you need is the original. Give me Bible. Come on, people. Give me Bible. Give me the next one. Boom. Yeah, that's Bible. Fantastic. We finally got Bible. Are you ready? This is Matthew. It should be Matthew. And we're talking about now these magi, and they're coming and what they bring. And I want people, especially monists, to be able to see this is exactly your text, right? This is all we're teaching. We're not pulling a huff on you and just giving you some kind of bullshit, right? We're not pulling a theologian on you. We're not pulling a Bible brothel, right? And trying to sell you something. This is just the Bible. That's all you're looking at, right? Yes. Yeah, people wanted me to explain that, but that's okay. I always do. I talk about it too much. We're not monetized people because art, this form of art is corrupted by money. And I want you to know that nothing that I say is because I'm afraid of not making money, right? You say, when you start getting paid, then you're doing something for the sake of the pay, right? Sorry. So what happened? Jesus was born in Bethlehem, Tes Judaias of Judea. When you talk about Judaism, you're talking about the religion that came from the province of Judea, right? There is no Moses. There is no Abraham. They are from a work that was written in the 3rd century. Okay. The history is the region is Judea, and in Judea is developing mystery cult, just like it is everywhere else, right? It's no surprise. The very fact that people sit around and say, "What do you mean Judaism is sprang from worship of Dionysus and Aphrodite?" Like it's something. No, they knew this in antiquity. You saw that, right? In Plutarch, who's telling you Judaism is Bacchic mystery, period, right? If all of the brothel that gets together all of their experts and gets you to send them money. By the way, let me just say this. I thought of this the other day. No, go ahead and leave it up. I thought of this the other day, people. If you are going to channels where you are handing out cash, shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that. Oh, you're risking your audience. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I know Satanic Congregation doesn't go out and act like a John and get caught in a back alley. They don't do that. Do you see? Your giving of money and your taking of money make you disgusting. And what you say can have no bearing on reality because you say it to make money. You open your mouth and somebody sticks something in it. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem, Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, Magoi came from the east to Jerusalem. Magoi. And who are these Magoi again? They are people, give me the next one, they are people who prophesy through applying drugs to themselves. I didn't make that up. It's in the Byzantine grammarians. Okay? Oh, God. Blame those nerds. Blame those nerds, right, people? Give me the next. Give me the next. Oh, God. Okay, couple more, just a couple more. Mm-hmm. What word? Delicious word did I give you? I think I gave you a delicious word. Oh, this is yummy. It's so slow, people. Thank you for being patient with us. I wish I could just blow that part up, then I could see what's actually there. I still can't see it. I still can't see it. Okay, we'll just wait. It's okay. I'm about to tell you because I need to tell you pretty quick about something special about the 7 songs. Matthew. Oh my goodness. You know what you could do? You could take a break. You could fix a sandwich or something. You know what I mean? What the people? I'm sorry to waste your time like this. Look, I owe you about 30 seconds. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. If you're sitting there, throw your chicken at the screen. No, don't do that. Don't do that, right? Throw a fake chicken. Oh, God. Can they even hear me? This is terrible. This is terrible speed tonight, people. I think the Empire's on to us. I've run out of song and dance. Now people are getting pissed. Look, people, seriously, go to the frickin' refrigerator. I'm gonna go beat Timmy. I don't care. Come here, Timmy. I got nothing else to do. Did you do it? Did you do what I asked you to, Timmy? Oh, good boy. Good boy. I can't believe this. It's not working. Did you hear, Chewy? Let me take over. Here. Let me take over. See if I can get it to work. No, it's not even. Should we restart? Should we? Oh my goodness. Okay, people, there's a nice definition up there. I hope you're enjoying that for the nerds. Oh my goodness. See if you can get it. There we go. Magus, people, look at it. One of the priests and wise men. Look at the very top line. Magian is one of the Median tribe. That is the group of Aryans. That's what they were originally. Arianoi. What did they do? They decided to change their name, their cultural identity, to match the Medwa. That's why you call them Medes. Did you realize the person that we're talking about was that much of a mover in antiquity. An entire ethnic group claimed her name, right? Then later, the Persians adopt, their priesthood adopts these Median customs, right? Notice number 3 says enchanter. Enchanter. What is an enchanter? You don't know what an enchanter is. Give me the next one. You don't know what an enchanter is. What is an enchanter? An enchanter is somebody who affects your mind with drugs. That's why you can't trust them, man. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? This dude can blow scopolamine, right? Just blow it in your face and have control of you. There's a lot going on here. This is the definition. Give me the next one. From the beginning, I just want you to see. It says, who is that magus? The one who prophesies, who tells the future through the application of these Christing drugs. It's not like there's no argument, people. It's not like you can mistake. It's not like you can mistake this, right? This is pure laziness on the fact of modern classical scholars that they did not see what a Christ is. That is pure laziness. Shame on you. Classical scholars out there, shame on you. You didn't read the medical side, right? And you didn't pick it up. By the way, somebody gave me an interview who was a classicist on some hoity-toity big program. And that turd never aired the interview where I talked about Galen profusely, but she did go find somebody else in classics to talk about Galen. Shame on you. Shame on you, classics. Shame on you. You are afraid to do what is right, and because of that, you will not stand with the dead. You think you're going to stand with Homer? Not a chance. What do you do when you pro-Lego something? Look at Roman numeral number 2. You foretell. You foretell. And look at the dialect that is following. Aeolic. Aeolian. And who are they going to quote? They're going to quote guitar players. And they're going to say the word means to predict, and it's used of oracles and physicians. Do you know where the oracle physician art lies? It lies in the hands of Apollo. Apollo is the first kurios. The word in English, Lord, is first applied to Apollo, the soter, the savior, hundreds of years before Judaism or Christianity ever developed. Those of you who serve the music have the obligation to honor your origin and those people who plowed the way forward for you. You owe them. You owe them. What do you owe them? Honor, baby. Not money, because you can't spend money in hell, man. You owe them honor. Acknowledgement. You know what the gods hate? The Greeks always say the gods hate. The gods hate it when you ignore something beautiful. When you refuse to acknowledge something divinely beautiful, they hate that. And you know what greed does? It takes that instinct, that natural instinct from you. You mean greed is the origin of all evil? Yeah. Jesus didn't make that up. Right? Just like Paul quoting Greek. Jesus can too. Right? Oh, God. All right. Give me the next. Give me the next. A couple more people, a couple more Bible things I want to throw at you. Yep, good. And then we'll be done. We'll wrap up, but I want you to see Jesus using some drugs. Okay. Here we go. We're on slow time. I'm not sure we're on slow time tonight. People, I love this time slot. I absolutely love coming to you on a Friday night, and people enjoy it, right? It's kind of like a tradition And I love it. I love it. They're supposed to be working on the Metrical pretty soon. I'm here to fix Dynacobble. Okay. Give me the quote. Where's the quote? Will somebody understand that? Somebody will get it. Where's that private dick? Where's that private dick? Is he in there? Right? A private investigator. It's always following me. Where is it? Oh, it's so tiny. I can't see it. Oh, the future. Go on to the next one. Tamalonta, people. What do you see if you're a prophet? You see the future. You see the future. And who's talking about this saying of the future? Pindar. Pindar, people. And who is Pindar? He's a friggin' lyric genius. He's a lyric genius, a musical genius. Love it. And what does he write? One of his great works on. He writes it just on the Oracle of Medea. You didn't know Medea was a rock star, did you, in antiquity? Yeah, you didn't realize it, right? Fantastic. Here's the implastron. Should be, right? That you're going to be applying. I want you to see the medical. I want you to see the medical bridge here, people. This is what the magus uses. The 3 gifts should be coming up. I think it's this one. The 3 gifts are coming up of the magi, and those are the gold and the dope. And when I say dope, I mean it. Because how do you think you use your scopolamine? You think they've got a method to properly extract it and to be able to add it to other chemicals? Yes, of course they do. Right? And it's confusing, complicated, right? And I don't understand it. Most of them are extractions, whether alcohol or something else, but they're doing basic chemistry. And they're coming up with results that are phenomenal medicinally, right? And just weapons-wise, Jesus, it's just crazy good stuff they're doing. The pharmacopeia is feared for that drug knowledge because that drug knowledge is dangerous. You can kill with it just like you can heal. Remember, its origins are in that arrow poison, right? Fantastic. Did you get the next one? Yeah, it's still processing. I'll just keep talking. I hope people can hear me. And we got to jump to the 7 songs pretty quick. Yep. This is what we're going to do. Are you ready? Okay. People, I have several verses here, but the empire's on me. I think I'm caught in a tractor beam or something. I'm not getting any of my sources. So I'm going to tell you what I had there in these last couple of lines. And I just want you to realize the fact that Jesus is being put under investigation and tried. One of the big components of that is they ask him, are you a Christ? Right? It's because everybody knows the powers of these drugs, right? This is just the magi. They came to the house, and they saw the child, right, with Maria, and they said, hey, his mother, and they fell down and worshiped him, it says. And then they opened up their stores, and from their stores, they took gifts for this dude, this baby, and they took Huson kai Libanon kai Smurnan, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And the frankincense and myrrh because you sit around watching your pageants, but what you don't know is that frankincense and myrrh are the bases for the overwhelming majority of these compound drugs. They all have some kind of frankincense or myrrh. What are we doing with a lot of these drugs? We're burning them. We're fumigating. That's what a sacrifice is. When Mary prays in the Black Bible, she prays through the incense. She never prays without the incense. That's why I showed you the Greek that says, from the classical sources, the incense carries the prayer to the divinity. You've got to put yourself in a state in order to pray. When you sit down, Christian, Jew, Muslim, when you sit down and you do your prayer, that is not ancient prayer. That is not monist prayer, even from antiquity. You have to use the substances. The frankincense and myrrh are the bases for all of these incenses that they are making. Okay, right? Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead and we'll stop with there. It's so bad. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, people? By the way, when you're performing that magic, you're serving the gods. I want you to think about that. Think about that. So, how did it go ahead and bring me back? Oh, go ahead and make me big. Yeah, I know. I'm probably all everything that the mystery that Jesus is part of with his young disciples, all of the drug use, all of the practices, everything that has to do with my burial, my resurrection, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to be, my entafia going to be put into that burial, that death state through the Christing. Right? Everybody knows when Jesus is standing there and they're asking him, are you Christ? Remember, the Christing is a sex drug. It's very likely that Jesus was standing there with evidence pointing right in people's faces. Okay. Text doesn't say that, but they're very specific about the type of drug that he is using when he is clearly claiming that he's not one of the traffickers of these children, his apostles who all run away, right? And they get recognized. Peter gets recognized by the prostitutes that are there, right? Okay. The Galilee boys. All right, fine. Everything in this sect around Jesus has to do with establishing that mystery. And the only way to do it, as the Magi know, because they followed the Medwa, the only way to do it is through the Christing. When we see Medea historically Christing herself, when we see her causing the rite to first be propagated, right, you can see Jesus, but it's not the cup. Jesus is no longer the cup. He is not the Magdal. He's with his boy now. He has an instrument. Instead of producing it himself, he has to find it. Right? Fantastic. A modulation, if you will, of the rite itself. So that when the SWAT team shows up, right, he's got to come up with some kind of answer to their obvious, we know what you're doing with this naked kid. Right? This is the raw antiquity of our text. This is the anthropology. You're not going to get that in any brothel. You're going to get that from the source. And I am happy to bring it to you. Now, I am writing 7, what I'm calling songs, for lack of a better term. There are 7 songs that I'll be performing, right, for an audience in New York. And it's with great trepidation, some little bit of fear in me that tells me right now you've got to pull back and you've got to bring these songs to the light. It's a labor that I'm fortunate to be able to do, and I'm honored to be able to do it. And I want it done exactly right. And I'm not taking any money for it, right? I'm not taking any money. I'm poor, so I can't afford to fly myself. They're going to fly me out, but I'm not taking any money. And I want you to know, congregation, that this is the this is our chance. This is our chance. Yeah, it is. To bring back that dithyram and the voice of the Medwa. Thank you for coming tonight. Hail Satan.
Address the blood sacrifice before pieces discharge. It's on the cycle. Bring the knife, rump a pump with her old ways. The mystery goddess. Bring the fucking pain. Magic dress on the Amazonia. Spitting dragon venom all over ya. Over Kims to the moon. People swoon from just a little bit of dope. Hail Satan, sing the muse, tragedy and doom. Hot purple in your eyes, take a hit. Let's go get stoned. God crucified just the other day with Jesus. He was trying to buy scorpion venom with the Epstein client list. If he can rat out on every pedophile working for the Vatican and the Catholic Church, you know he would in a heartbeat. So they murked him.
Taking Miss Abulima, froth at the mouth, Amazon sugar queen, Nikki with the high purple.